promise. We're sitting here with the Hubcity Theatre. All right, let's try that again. Hubcity Theatre. You'd figure I'd have that down since it's also the name of this show, but there you have it. Their 9th annual Shakespeare in the Park is happening in the next 2 weekends, and we have some folks here to chat to us about it. We have Melanie Mealey, Beatrice Campbell, and James Corbett. Thank you so much for coming, eh?
Thank you for having us.
And a pineapple.
Indeed.
The elephant in the room, the pineapple.
Is there a pineapple?
That's a pineapple. Oh, I didn't see you there. Oh, hello, pineapple. I didn't see you there. So you guys are doing this this Friday, the 22nd. Let me get the dates down. The 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and then the weekend after, the 29th, 30th, and 31st.
Yes.
And you're doing Comedy of Errors.
Yes.
Which is very cool. So let's talk about that a little bit. Is this your first time directing?
It's my first time directing for Hubcity Theatre, yes.
Okay, right on. Well, that's exciting. So give us a little bit of a synopsis for those people who aren't familiar with the Bard's work.
Okay. A Comedy of Errors, The Comedy of Errors, to get my title right, is a story about two sets of identical twins, two brothers of noble birth, two sisters of less than noble birth, who were purchased essentially to be servants for the nobles. Separated at birth, split off so that you have one noble and one servant going this way, one noble and the other servant going this way, and then we jump ahead to when they're adults and the happenstance and circumstances and chaos that surrounds them reuniting without realizing that they're about to. Yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
Yep.
Sounds like a good time. Two sets of identical twins, that can't be easy to cast. That kind of seems to be the thing when people try to adapt this play, is that's kind of a hard thing to kind of come by. So, and obviously just the fact of doing Shakespeare in the Park, are there any, or did you have to kind of adapt it in a certain way, or what are people kind of going to see now?
I'm hoping they're going to see something particularly original. I worked pretty closely with Alex Laguerre as our designer, and she and I came up with a fairly, I'll say, a mix of Victorian and pop art culture. And I'm going to be fairly cagey about how I made my twins look like twins. It's a surprise that we're kind of keeping close to the vest up until opening night.
Surprises.
Yeah. And yeah, so, sorry.
No, it's all right. I don't want you to spoil it here.
Yeah.
We don't have a spoiler graphic on the show.
No.
So this wouldn't work.
Yeah.
But something unique and different for sure.
Very much so. Like I said, we've kind of tried to mix that, the feel of like a Shakespearean fantasy, mixing in with modern culture and pop culture in particular, and kind of what's happened, hip today.
Well,
and I feel old.
we have a segment on Pokemon Go later, so trust me, everybody will feel old. So what is it like when, as actors, I mean, you guys are just rehearsing right now, or have been rehearsing open air in the park. What is that like when you're kind of getting a play ready, you're going through the motions of acting? And I mean, obviously just the difference of being out in a park as opposed to being up on stage.
It's a great time.
It's a great time.
Honestly, it's so much fun to do, and it's a lot of building relationships and learning to trust each other more and being more and more present all the time and learning to deal with all of the millions of distractions that are in an outside environment.
Yeah, speaking of Pokemon Go, Victoria Park is a hot spot for that. So we've had a lot of comings and goings of the Pokemon Goers on their phones who walk through the rehearsal, sit in the rehearsal, and it's been quite fun, really.
New challenges.
I'm sure they probably weren't expecting to see Shakespeare in the Park while they're hunting for Pokemon, so maybe we're bringing two worlds together.
Yeah, we had kind of an impromptu audience yesterday, actually.
Yeah, we sure did.
Oh, there you go. Bridging people together. So as actors, Melanie, you play who in this play?
Adriana, she's wife to one of the twins, one of the noblemen, although she's very wealthy all on her own, and so she's an interesting character.
Do you find it kind of difficult to get into these characters, or do you do something in particular to try to capture that character, that you know, a certain technique?
Yeah. I do a bunch of stuff, but one thing that I was just talking about is that I build a playlist for my character as I'm trying to figure out their motivations and what they care about and what they're feeling. And does this song fit? Does it
All right.
not? I don't know.
Top 3 tracks.
Give Me All Your Love by Alabama Shakes.
Okay.
Agape by Bear's Den.
Okay.
And Never Be Like You by Flume.
Okay.
Those are at the top. Go look them up.
Bloom.
Flume.
Going to Spotify later. Beatrice, what about yourself? How do you get into character? And tell us a little bit about your character first off.
So I played Romeo of Syracuse, who's one of the servant twins. My character was actually modified for females, right?
Yep.
And I don't know. I don't have anything nearly so intricate as like a playlist or anything.
She's being modest.
She builds all her own costumes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't want to brag. I don't know. I really try to just play with different things. I was joking yesterday. I got lipstick, and I found that in that lipstick, I was able to find more of my character, which sounds really weird, but it was almost like in putting that on myself, I was like, it just clicked, and I was like, that's it, that's who I am. I am this lipstick. This is me. And I don't know, it's kind of, yeah.
Well, I found a lot of actors kind of have that one kind of gimme, or, you know, whether it's a prop or something, you know, they latch onto something that kind of helps them kind of focus in on that character.
I also have Yorick to help me along the way.
You named the pineapple.
Yes.
Well, why don't we move on to that? Why the pineapple, everybody?
Well, the pineapple came out of our original meetings on what we were going to be using to market and promote this play, especially because, like I said, we're keeping a lot of the secrets as far as what it looks like and how things go together, so we didn't want to put that on the posters. And so the pineapple came out of almost like a stream of consciousness discussion where we went from one of these things not being like the other with the mistaken identity of the play, which then brought us to apples and oranges, which at one point then brought us to probably a very late night discussion of, well, what about apples and pineapples? And then we just kind of decided that that was going to be the poster of it being apple, apple, pineapple. And it just kind of went from there. Like all of a sudden we had a pineapple prop, and originally he was going to be in one scene, or it was going to be in one scene. And then that quickly grew that it was in every scene, and then he got a name after Hamlet's skull, Yorick.
I really wish I would have known this in advance. I would have had a title ready. I'm just saying. But please, go on.
Yeah, he has understudies. I'm pretty sure he's one of the highest billed actors in the play at this point. Yeah, and I'm saying these in joke, but it is actually hilarious and awesome at how much the cast has adopted the piece of fruit as like a member of the family. Like when he's not there, they take him and give selfies on their summer vacations with him, and he's the mascot of the entire play at this point.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I guess everybody needs to rally around something. Why not the pineapple? So the pineapple has really like become part of the play.
Oh, it is in 90% of the play.
Is it just there, or is it explained in the play, or am I asking too much?
It is not. It is explained. It is mostly explained. It starts off as just there, but it does very much get incorporated in, and I'm going to leave it at that as far as how it gets pulled in.
So loved.
It is a very loved pineapple. In fact, like there have been moments in rehearsal where new characters get the pineapple and they'll start acting hungry, and the note is always like, no, you love him the moment you get him. He's a baby with you now.
Nobody eats the pineapple. Nobody eats Yorick, the pineapple. Clearly, it seems like it's a fun time.
Yes.
This is the 9th annual. Oh, geez, the time's going by so fast. So still only 2 minutes left. 9th annual, but the first time that you've kind of directed this play. First time directing out in a park area.
No, I directed an outdoor theater for Notable Acts Theatre Festival in Fredericton.
Okay.
It was, I think, the first outdoor thing that I did.
All right. So an old hand at it then. But yeah, it just looks like it's a lot of fun. And I mean, every year the Shakespeare in the Park is put on. It's free. I mean, it's got to be a great time. I mean, have you done this before in the past as actors? Have you participated in these plays as well?
I participated in 2013 when they did The Winter's Tale, but I've gone for years and years now.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's fun because there are a few people in the cast who came for years and watched, and now they're in the cast and they're like, I'm on the team. This is my 5th Shakespeare in the Park with Hubcity, so it's a good time. It's worth coming back to.
Well, like I said, it's a good time. You guys are funded through the city, so I mean, I love the fact that it's a free event. I mean, despite searching for Pokemon Go's, people should just show up and actually watch the play.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea too. Thanks so much for coming on, gang. Best of luck with the play. Looking forward to it. Again, everybody, it is this weekend, July 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and then again the following weekend, the 29th, 30th, and 31st at Victoria Park. Limited seating, so make sure that if you do go, bring a chair, make sure you're comfortable, and don't trip over people looking for Pokemon.